Today, we're making American buttercream. So, it's good for cakes and cupcakes, macaron, fingers. My name is Paul Tran, and this is Paul Tran, Baker Man. This is an American buttercream, and it's American because it's pretty unique to America. You start off combining your butter or shortening or butter flavored shortening, and you combine it with just some confectioner sugar, and you cream it together until it's all really nice and even, and then you whip in your heavy whipping cream. Now, what this does is that it whips the cream until it becomes basically like whipped cream. So it creates like structure, it pulls in a bunch of air, and it makes it light and fluffy. If you remember from our butter episode, that's half of the way there to making butter. So when you whip this icing, you don't want to over whip it, or you will get a whole lot of sweet butter. Not always good, and kind of my nickname back in college. It wasn't. So this recipe is easy. All you need is 1 part fat, 2 parts sugar, and then half a part of heavy whipping cream. So this is all by weights is what I'm talking about. So if you have a scale, this is crazy easy at home. If you have 100 grams of your butter and then like 200 grams of your confectioner sugar and then 50 grams of your heavy whipping cream, you're good to go. For like an 8 or 9 inch round cake, you could have 4 sticks of butter. That's 2 cups of butter icing like I have here. And then 2 pounds of confectioner sugar, which seems like a lot, but remember, you're not eating all this in one setting, hopefully. I was just trying to think, have I done that before? I don't think I have. And then a pinch of salt, a splash of your favorite flavoring. That's about a teaspoon or 2 of vanilla or whatever you want, what kind of flavorings, extracts you want to add. So let's give it a whirl. I used to do this with a fork at home, and then I did it with a whisk when I eventually bought one. And now I have a mixer, and it makes everything easier. So I'm just using a paddle attachment with my mixer. I'm adding confectioner sugar a little bit at a time, just so that I don't actually spray confectioner sugar everywhere whenever I start. I'm just going to slowly keep adding confectioner sugar until it's all combined. So I finished combining all the butter and the powdered sugar, and it's just thick. It's so thick. So at this stage, I'm gonna add my flavoring. I chose vanilla for myself. It's just about 1.5 teaspoons, 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Good. That's well combined. Great, and now I'm going to add just a pinch of salt. So now that I have the butter, sugar, flavoring, and salt added, I'm now going to slowly stream in the heavy whipping cream. Now, it can get kind of splashy, so I just add it a little bit at a time until I start full-on whipping it to where it becomes light and beautiful. all pretty well combined, so I'm just gonna scrape down the bowl one time, and then I am gonna whip it on high. If you make too much icing or you need the icing later, just put it in a sealable container and put it in the fridge, because it has a high butter content. It'll keep really well, so just let it get back to room temperature when you need it, and then give it one good whip, and it should be good as new. Let's see. Yep. This is exactly where I want it. Y'all, this buttercream is looking so good. Y'all, this buttercream is tasting so good. So, what kind of buttercream flavor would you like to make? And on what? Let me know in the comments. Also, subscribe and like. You can find me on Facebook at Paul Tran Bakerman, Twitter, P Tran Bakerman, and just most places as Paul Tran Bakerman.